Well, we all have different tastes. Like some guys like women with big boobs, some like big butts, some like skinny women, some like larger women, some like tomboys, some like debutantes. I mean, take for example me. Normally, I'm not that into Japanese guys, but damn. So now that time marches on and we're all finding ourselves on that Kinsey scale, it's out there, we're still mostly in our respective corners. There's not a whole lot of people, at least consciously, that exist fairly in the middle, like me. Even among lesbians, gays, and straights, people have specific types. The same can be said with bisexuals. Like, I have a friend and she is into androgyny. She likes her men and women to be largely the same, except she has a thing about beards. So you are going to find some bisexuals that prefer commonalities. Now, as we're dicing things up a little bit more in modern lingo, and I have an entirely different subject to talk about with that, but now that we're dicing all that up, it would probably be more accurate to call myself pansexual, because I fall in love with people first, and genitals are just gift wrapping. But as far as types I like my men to be men, and I like my women to be women. I say vive la différence. When I am with a woman, I am all about woman. I love the smell of a woman. I love the pheromones. I love the touch of a woman around the house. I love the curves. I love the softness. And a nice round booty doesn't hurt. And when I'm with a guy, I like some nice taut muscles under that skin. I like a beautiful delta of a back going down to a tight little butt. I like strong legs. I don't like beards, but I like someone who's fairly masculine. I like the way I feel like I'm protecting something wonderful when I'm holding a woman, and I like the way I feel when I'm the something wonderful being protected when I'm with a man. Something someone needs to realize when they're with a bisexual is that we are pretty much into you, whatever you are, when we are with you. What I'm interested in is love and compatibility. And if I have that, gender is secondary. That's why I'm bisexual. I am equally attracted to both men and women. But nobody thinks bisexuals can be satisfied. They think that it means we have to be with both. And for some of us who are more into poly relationships, that's true. But for me, I am romantically and physically into monogamy. And if I'm with you, you're enough, as long as the love is there. Like, I was with a woman recently in a long-term serious relationship and did the full disclosure up front like I always do. And her reaction was actually perfect at the time. But then she kept wanting to do more and more role play. And it was fun. It is fun. And I have to admit, physically, once or twice a year, I just have a craving. But she was really into it, so I didn't want to say anything. But finally I said, look, this is fun, but it's important that you know I like you being a woman. I'm all about you being a woman. And I'm all about enjoying you being a woman. So we can dispense with the play if you're doing it for my sake, and just let me enjoy you the way you are. Every little curve, every little place to kiss is going to take a lifetime to discover. And I've said the same thing to men. Because my needs are emotional and they're being satisfied. And the physical needs that I have can go either way. I really don't need both. I'm really into you. And a lot of us are that way. And a lot of us lose relationships because people can't wrap their heads around that simple premise. Because they're still stuck on their side of the Kinsey scale, trying to make everything fit into this binary. The binary doesn't exist. Or at least it doesn't for us. So, be who you're with. The fact that we have twice as many people to pick from, in theory, just means you're twice as special. I like it all. I'm content with it all. I need love, not the wrapping. So if you have a bisexual significant other, hold them close, give them a kiss, and realize that in all probability, they are completely satisfied with you and don't need anyone else. So until later, peace, love, and pickles.